Yo, what is going on, guys? Fit here, and welcome back to Cash Game Tour. This is our third game of Cash Game Tour. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm playing Bones, and you guys can see the matchup. Um, at first glance, Nasty Plot Thunderous kills like every mon. So, I figured that Chople Crocodile would be very necessary here, and then also, Crocodile had a very decent matchup, even though this guy has terrain. Crook had a decent matchup, killing Needle Queen and then doing a lot of damage to Crook and Delphox. So Crook had a very solid matchup, and I had the Chopple Berry to help me deal with the Thunderous, although I had to be careful of letting it get too chipped down. Skarm here was honestly just here to click spikes, but it checked some things, mostly just the Bulu. I didn't check that much. Um, then we have Wheezing and Lopunny sitting here at the same spot. And Wheezing was defensive, mostly here to check the Bulu and potentially other things, other physical attackers. Um, Also could check Zoroark if need be, and could pivot in on Empoleon, although I really don't want to because it does a lot more than it should, because Wheezing has not good Spadef. Then we just have a lot of, we have 4 attack Lopunny. I believe we were fake out, Mecha Kick, CC, U-turn. Pretty much the main set I've been running. Ran that facade set, but it's the main set that you'll probably see in this meta game. And then we had Scarf Typhlosion, which actually did really well here. Outsped the Thunderous, outspeeds the Bulu, and actually kills both of them. And then we get a lot of chip on Empoleon. Also do a lot to this and do a lot to this. And then Needle Queen also takes some good chip from it as well. And and I skipped over Necrozma, but Necrozma is the star of the show. It is CM, Moonlight, Heatwave, Photon Geyser. And as you can see, this literally just wins, and also Prison Armor, so I don't have to deal with Zoroark that much. And I have enough speed to outspeed both Needle Queen and Lulu, and then the rest of his mons really won't be able to hit me very hard once I get a couple combines up. So I really thought that this set was a very good play for me. Otherwise, what I thought was coming from him was a nasty pot guy here, and then a pretty defensive guy from his Needle Queen, either Scarf or Nasty Pot here, Stealth Rock or Defog from this guy. I thought Band or the Leech Seed set would come there, and then probably Scarf here. So, yeah, that is what I was expecting. So let's go ahead and just get into the match. Rambled on long enough. Playing Bones. I don't really know of him that much, but from his team, he has a weirder team, but it's definitely solid. And he has another good Mon on his team that he didn't bring, I don't think. So, yeah. I lead Lopunny against Thunderous, and this puts me in a solid position to click fake. I'll get a lot of chip. But he goes to his Rocky Helmet Needle Queen, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to U-turn. I don't want to take that chip. And then I'm like, all right, this is a free Calm Mind when I go Necrozma, and he puts up his rocks, and I do get a free Calm Mind. So I click Calm Mind, and he shows me his initial switch in his Empoleon. And I'm like, okay, I really don't want to get Toxic here, so I'm going to go pivot in this Skarmory. And he clicks Roar, which is like, okay, maybe he does not have Toxic. But either way, this gives me a opportunity to defog, and he actually gets me into Lopunny, and I click Fake Out for some reason when close combat could have been clicked or U-turn. So that was like not a great play. But I don't even know why I have it on fast. So not a great play there, but every time Needle Queen comes out, I know I have a free Necrozma. He goes for Taunt, but this gives me a free Photon Geyser, so it's pretty chill. And also, probably clicking Calm Mind early in the game was not like a really good play because I revealed my set. So, not a great play. I probably could have just Photon Geysered and not given that information because I should have known I couldn't sweep there because I'm not substitute. And then obviously this guy gets Roar, and Toxic could have been problematic as well. So, really shouldn't have Calm Minded that early. Either way, I get a free Photon Geyser, get a little bit chip, and he shows that he's not leftovers. So I go Skarmory expecting the Toxic / Roar here again. So this gives me a free spike, and even though he does a fuck ton of damage because Skarmory is also not great, Spit F side. So he goes for Scald, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can roost up after, but he actually gets the bird, but I really can't complain. It's Scald. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pivot to Wheezing here on the next Scald, and he actually goes for that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I'm expecting another Scald because you went Toxic. So I pivot into Krozma, and then I go Crook, finally on the Toxic. So this gives my Crook in, and I'm like, all right, I can EQ. I'm pretty sure he is Chopo Berry, considering we haven't seen leftovers, and he's quite weak to my guy. So he goes Bulu, and I click EQ, and I'm like, okay, that did negative damage because he literally is at 100%. He shows to be leftovers though, which is interesting. So I go Weezing, dedicated check. He clicks Leech Seed, and I'm like, all right, bro, we're running this set. So I now know this set, and I believe I could just click Bomb. I actually doubled the Crook, and that's a really solid play. Probably unnecessary because he literally could have protected. But I was like, there's just no reason to because I'm going to get the Grass Victorian anyway. So I doubled the Crook on his Nidoqueen, and I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. And then I believe I click the Sledge Bomb here on the Bulu coming in. Oh, no. Oh, no, I didn't click it yet. Oh, no. So I put up my rocks, and I go Weezing again. And I'm like, all right, bet. This is cool. And then I'm able to go for Sledge Bomb here this time, I believe. And he protects, and I'm like, all right, this is fine. And I believe I go Crook again. If I'm correct. Yeah, there's the Crook. So I go Crook, and I threaten him out once again, and his Bulu's going to come in, and this time I click Sledge Bomb. And I'm able to get a ton of damage off. And I am like, okay, this roll is a pretty good roll. Unfortunately, he does have the Protect, right? So he's able to get some toxic damage off on me, and he gets his leftovers back. So I got a relatively low roll, I believe, last time. So I'm like, okay, I need like a similar roll of that, just a little bit higher, and I can get the kill here. And I think this is really worth a trade. So I click Sludge Bomb, and he lives on 3, and I'm like, wow, this this really sucks. So he goes for the Horn Leech, gets like almost all his health back, and I'm like, damn, this sucks. But this does get me into free Typhlosion, and I'm like, all right, it's over. I'm clicking Eruption, and clicking Eruption here really just claims me a Mon, pretty much. So I click Eruption, he goes Empoleon, and Empoleon's gone after 2 Eruptions. So I'm like, okay, Typhlosion was definitely really good break here. And he goes Empoleon, and he takes 2 Eruptions. And he goes Thunderous, probably think he's going to outspeed me since he probably thought it was Specs. But I'm able to click the Scarf Eruption and get the kill there as well. So that's really good. And then he goes Delphox, and I'm like, alright, bro, sack and Scarm, you're sack and Scarm. And he's able to get the 2 AK here with the Psychic. And it does appear that he's probably Scarf. So I'm going to Krozma, and I'm like, alright, this is the time to set up. This is a free Calm Mind since he's locked into Psychic. And then I should be able to win. So, yeah. And then I click Calm Mind, and I'm like, alright, this is really good. He probably thinks he can outspeed me here, but he won't. So I go for the Heat Wave, fry that, and I'm like, okay, this is a really strong position for me. I should be able to have this. I'm at 100. But he goes Delphox, and he clicks Dark Pulse, and does a ton of damage. I click a second Calm Mind. And after seeing that, Dark Pulse, I should have known that this is the Zoroark. But for some reason, I was like, man, maybe they just gave Delphox Dark Pulse this gen, right? So I don't. And then I Moonlight this one off. And I'm like, all right, this is chill, this is chill. If he is, maybe, I didn't think he was Zoroark. I thought it was Delphox. There's really nothing else to it. So I'm like, all right, this is chill. Another free Calm Mind because I'm eating these. And then he goes for that nasty pot. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm such a bozo. So I believe I click Heat Wave here, realizing that it is Zoroark, and then he gets the flinch. And I'm like, oh, damn. I probably still could have won even after those misplays. But, yeah, I get punished for misplaying, and honestly, 100% deserve it. So, yeah, not going to lie, 100% I deserve that. I saw him switch moves. I still don't really realize that it's a Zoroark, to be honest with you. I don't know. I just thought it was Delphox. So I'm like, all right, this is doable still, kind of. Because I go low putting, seeing that he switched moves, so I know my low putting will be faster. So I believe I click Mega Kick here. And I'm like, all right, we're pretty chill here. So I get the Mega Kick, do a bunch of damage to his Nidoqueen, easy to a KO. I can CC it. And I'm like, all right, this is fine. This is chill. So he's gonna go as Delphox here. And he kills me with Psychic. And I'm like, what? How do you switch moves, bro? How do you switch moves? So I'm like, okay, it's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna go Typhlosion, and I'm gonna Eruption, get the free 2 KO. I don't, because Eruption gets weaker. I thought it was gonna outspeed. I don't know. I just thought the Delphox magically outsped me that turn. I don't know what I was thinking. Definitely should have flamethrowered or something. I don't know. I just genuinely just don't know. And then he's gonna psychic sweep me because my Weezing obviously cannot live a psychic. And yeah, I mean that's your GG. So GG Bones. Really heavy misplays by me, and I don't know, really bad recognition. I should have known stuff like that, and yeah, you just should have known. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to it. A little bit of similar updates for you guys. There won't be a final cash game tour game because I got a forfeit win, but I do not make the next round, which is unfortunate. If I won this game, I would have made the next round. So it really sucks that I threw this game that hard, honestly, because that was literally, I mean, I put myself in a perfect position to win, and I could not capitalize. So yeah, bad for me and bad on my part. So yeah, no SDL season, yeah, SDL season 6, but no week 6 game, I believe, because I just don't have a game. I don't have a game this week. That game will be coming out later in the future, I believe. So yeah, no, that game's not happening. But WPF coming up tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Catch you guys next time, and be sure to subscribe and like the video and stuff. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.